I just watched Monday Night Raw from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and it was a homecoming. People have speculated that Bret Hart was going to find a substitute. Some said it was going to be Daniel Bryan coming in as Bryan Danielson and saying he was going to win the title. I, on the other hand, I stood on my ground and I said WWE would never want to take that away from the Canadian fans of actually seeing Bret Hart in the ring. We know that he is limited at best going into the ring. We know that he really can't wrestle, he can't take any hits to the head, he can't perform move-wise as he used to be some 15 to 10 years ago. But would you really want to see and take away that from the Canadian fans and deprive them of that? I doubted that. And we saw Bret Hart getting into the ring after being somewhat convinced by a very convincing Chris Jericho to step in the ring into a no DQ, no countout match, which allowed Hart Dynasty, Jericho, Vladimir Kozlov, William Regal, Natalie Neidhart get involved. And I believe we saw, well, we saw a match, but it was more of a commotion going on in the ring. We saw several moves being hit back and forth. And finally we saw Bret Hart applying the sharpshooter and Miz tapped out on the instant. And as it goes, Bret Hart is the new United States champion. I haven't read anything about it or heard anything more about it. I haven't read the dirt sheets or anything of what the rumors say about what's going to happen. So I'm just speculating out of my own mind right now. And well, we can all say that Bret Hart in the ring, he is limited at best and he can't compete, and I really can't see how he's going to defend the title. And either he's going to go into a match and completely dominate, or he's going to get help from the outside, and I can't see him do real matches. I can't see him deliver to the hype of what he used to do, and delivering to simply make himself justified in the ring. And so how it's going to end up, I believe he would have to forfeit the title, or I don't know, lay down for someone in the Hart Dynasty like the Generation X did back in, I believe, 1997, when Shawn Michaels lied down for Triple H to win the European Championship. They might do something like that, and I don't really like that, doing such a thing with the titles. Or they could just have him relinquish the title and you could have a battle royal or a tournament or something. But to be honest, as a mark, I really love this, and I actually got a couple of goosebumps when it happened, when he applied that, and we heard the roof come off the building. The fans were cheering, they were rooting him on, and we saw him tap, the Miz that is, and Bret Hart raised his hand in victory, and they all celebrated in the Hart Dynasty. So I love that as a mark. But if I'm going to get into the boring side of myself, the shadow, the Black Richard, I'd have to say that I don't really understand why they did it. Yeah, absolutely, to get the ultimate fan reaction and to get the Bret Hart's goodwill. And as it pertains to this, it looks like Bret Hart is going to stay with the WWE. He has voiced interest in doing so and keeping on working with them. That he has had a very good time since returning on January 4th, and that he's looking forward. This was talked about being his retirement night at first, but doesn't look like it's going to be that way. So he's going to keep on going, I guess. But as I said again, a title needs to be on a guy that can wrestle on a continuous level. Yeah, I know the Miz hasn't really defended that title a lot, but still he wrestles. He's active. He's in action, being in the ring. He's inside of the action, so to speak. So they need someone who can do that with a title, and Bret Hart really can't do that. And having him lose the title would actually make him look kind of bad, and I wouldn't really want to see Bret Hart look bad, and I don't believe that he himself want to look bad in the ring. So that opens for the case of him lying down for Tyson Kidd, D.H. Smith, or just forfeiting the title. Well, that would work perfectly fine in one essence, because this is all it serves to be is the ultimate humiliation of the Miz. He got to pick his opponent, and he picked what he thought was the weakest link of the chain, Bret Hart, because he was going to beat him up. He got to choose the stipulation for the match, a no DQ match, a no countout match. And he had the plan with Kozlov Regal coming in to neutralize the Hart Dynasty. And he had it all said and done, and still he lost. And he's going to go into the Over the Limit pay-per-view, and perhaps he will lose there as well, along with Chris Jericho, to the Hart Dynasty in the match for the Tag Team Championship. So he will receive the ultimate humiliation, and in the process put the Hart Dynasty over on the map and make them really significant. People may argue that why do this to The Miz? He can take that. He's a heel. He can rebound and he can come back and he can obtain to other things. So it doesn't hurt him as much. But still, the issue is I can't see that they're going to allow Bret the Hitman Hart to really wrestle and really go on carrying that title on. And once again, as I said, whom is he going to wrestle with? Because he can't really throw that much of a punch. He can't do that many moves. He can't take that much hits. I don't know, and I doubt that he could really bump properly without that being a risk to his health. So with all these things taken into consideration, I really have to balk on the situation unless they come up with a really good solution to it. They put it feels somewhat as it's done in a populistic way to please the fans in the building, to please the Canadian fans, and above all, please Bret Hart. Because once again, what are they going to do? What's going to happen? And in what way are they going to go on with this? It gives me to me it simply feels like, have they really thought this through? I believe they have, but have they really done that? Or was this made as a rush decision, dealt with until just a couple of hours before it happened? Or if they have a good plan with it, so be it, and they might do the best of it. I don't know yet, but as of now I have to question that decision a little bit. Although I'm a huge fan, and I'm happy to see Bret Hart getting one up, getting to celebrate with his what do you call it? Is it nephew? Not Sniff. No, it's not nephew. Or is it? Well, with D.H. Smith and Natalia Neidhart and of course Tyson Kidd. And with the Canadian fans, I love that, but we'll have to see. Share your thoughts on this subject and take care. Have a nice day.